Alright, cool. We on? Hey, what's going on, guys? Jason Lore here with Jason Lore Photography and Films, and today we are out in the beautiful land park in Sacramento, California. So we're out here on another episode of the Weekend Walks with yours truly. So let's go ahead and start taking a walk after a long week at work. So work was good, same as usual. Did a couple overtimes again, and made a little Christmas shopping money. It's not as fun as it used to be unless you were a kid, right? But anyways, so today I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about filmmaking, screenwriting, and photography, because it was brought up to me quite a few times at work where we got ducks. Yeah, it was brought up at work when someone, or actually a couple of people were asking me, okay, have you made any films lately? Well, not lately, and apparently some people thought I kind of gave up on the filmmaking, but the truth is that, filmmaking, if you're going at a professional level, it's not easy. It's like, a lot of people say, oh, you just turn on the camera and then you just start recording, right? It's like, well, I mean, there's more to it. You gotta look into like budgeting, scheduling, equipment, your actors that you work with. It's like, are all those like available to you? And most importantly is timing. On your side? Because the thing is, like, for me, I have a day job. I work 5 days a week and 8 hours, hopefully 8 hours if I don't have to do overtime, which a lot of times, like, it's not even guaranteed anymore, because, you don't know if, I don't know if I'm going to have to work overtime. Now, that takes time away from my writing, my photography, and my filmmaking. So, it's just so hard. And, again, another thing too, actually, is I should add is deadlines. When you're going professional filmmaking and you want to enter film festivals, there's deadlines for that. If you work in a film production company, there's a deadline, because if you're trying to make a romance movie and the deadline is like what, at least in November, right? Like, it has to be filmed, completed, edited, and then submit it to whoever your employer is, because they want it to be done like a few months before the release date, which is February, right? Because romance is in the air in February because of Valentine's Day, but they want it done then so that way they can promote the movie with trailers, interviews, behind the scenes, and what have you. So now, with that being said, do you have everything that you need to make this film? So that's why, there's a lot of pressure on there. And I can tell you guys honestly right now, I don't have that time. I may have the budget, with all the equipments, but the thing is that the time is just always the issue, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to get all that done. Everybody says, oh no, just take some time away from work. Yeah, but see, that's another thing too, why timing is so important, is because now when you're making a movie and it's not just you, like, you're working with actors, you're working with crew members, do they have the time to come in, make this film with you? So now you gotta like look into like their scheduling. It's like, okay, can you actually make that work, or can they make it work for you? Because otherwise, now without a crew and actors, you ain't gonna be able to make a film. And it's like a lot of people who claim that they can be actors, a lot of times it's like they just do it for fun. But it's like, people need to realize too, it's like, if you're going at a professional level, Yeah, there is some fun there, but at the same time, there's going to be a lot of pressure. There's going to be a lot of stress because you could be filming all day. So whether you're the boom mic operator or the camera operator or the director or actor, if it's going to be a long day on set, it's going to be a lot of headaches and a lot of stress. So that's where you kind of have to, hey guys, that's where you kind of have to like really be prepared. That's why we have the pre-production process, right? Oh, field trips, you gotta love those. But anyways, yeah, so there's a pre-production, where you prepare everything, like actors, cast and crew, the script, and what have you. And then you have the production, which is when you're actually filming, right? And who knows how long that could take, if all goes according to plan, that is, which you can't always, expect it to go to plan, but that's why you always have a plan B, right? And then after production, now comes the post-production, which is when, the film editors are editing the movies. This is why it's good to have a team, because now it takes off a little more stress on you and of having to do everything. Because when we shot the recorder, right, that one I had to do pretty much everything behind the cameras, and then directing, writing the script, and then of course editing the film. It was a load of stress and pressure on me because, again, I had to be in charge of getting everything ready before the deadline, because otherwise it would have all been for nothing. And I was able to get it done, but the thing was, that time I wasn't working the job that I was working right now. Sometimes I'll have to work on the holiday. Like this year I'm working on Christmas because it falls on a Saturday. Now if it was on my days off, then yeah, I'll have the holidays off, but that's not the case with my job that I currently work at. So yeah, that's why when a lot of people ask me, it's like, are you still doing filmmaking or are you not anymore? It's just something that you don't want to do anymore. It's like, no, I absolutely would love to. If time is on my side, and if I was able to get enough time to shoot a movie, I would definitely do it. And you know what? That's one of my goals for next year, is to get some short films out there. And again, that's one of the benefits of being a writer, is that you can write up a world of characters that you can actually work with, because that's what you have. Again, that's how I was able to do the recorder, was because I have 3 kids, I have a camera, and I have these specific locations that I can make a film out of. What kind of story can I come up with, as far as with what I have? So yeah, that's the goal as far as filmmaking goes. But otherwise, I'll continue making tutorial videos, or just videos talking about my thoughts and my tips and tricks to photography, filmmaking, and writing. That is definitely doable, because I don't need actors for that. I don't need too much of high-tech equipment for that. And then editing wise, that shouldn't take too long, unless I want to get really super fancy and start adding clips of other stuff to it. So that's pretty much it for filmmaking, as far as people wondering if I'm still doing filmmaking. So yes, I am. That is my goal, is to get more films out there and out into the festival. But until then, I'll do my videos, and I'm gonna try and get at least 1 or 2 videos out there a week, so that way you guys will have something to watch and learn, or to enjoy. And speaking of writing, that's the next thing that comes up into play. Let me get out. the way of these guys over here. It's a weekend for these guys all day, every day. But anyways, oh god. But anyways, speaking of writing, so people have been asking me as well. It's like, are you still writing scripts? Like, oh yeah, absolutely. No, screenwriting is definitely okay. I'm leaving. Jesus. No, I don't have any food, guys. Sorry. Anyways, yeah, no, still writing scripts. You know, it's my passion, my way of life. I've been writing ever since I was a kid and still do it to this day. And so, I do write both features and short films, or no, short screenplays. So, as far as like what I'm writing right now, I'm writing a comedy mystery, and then like kind of a comedy or romantic comedy in a sense. And the only thing is that it takes time as well, just as filmmaking itself is. Once you completed a script, you're not just gonna send it in. You have to read it, edit it, and it's gonna go through many different drafts before you finally reach a final draft. This is the stuff that they teach you in school, right? Especially English class. After you write an essay, you're gonna proofread it, and then once you proofread it to like your best of your knowledge, which you have learned in school too, is after all that, now you submit it into the teacher, and pretty much, just hope for the best, I guess. But no, and that's pretty much the same thing with screenwriting too. Is like, again, you're gonna go through many drafts, make changes to where now it's gonna keep going until you finally get that final draft, because you don't want to submit your screenplay to a producer or even like a script reader, and then they catch all these mistakes, and now you're pretty much gonna ruin your reputation as a writer with all those mistakes. So now it's back to the drawing board. But you want to take care of all of that before you submit it out. So that's why for me, sometimes it takes time to write screenplays too. And the challenge is, again, I'm writing 2 comedies right now. Imagine if I'm having a stressful day or there's drama going on in my life. It's really gonna affect my writing. How am I gonna have that mood of like writing a funny story when all that's going on in my life right now? So that's what makes it so challenging too, is again, if I get, drafted or mandated for overtime, I come home, I'm just so stressed out and tired, I'm not gonna have the energy to write. And plus, it's like when I get home after a 16-hour shift, now I gotta decide, do I have the time to pull out? Or actually, I do have the time, but the question is, am I gonna use that time to write and only get 4 hours of sleep till the next shift, which could either be an 8-hour shift or possibly a 16-hour shift? So that's where it gets really, really like, challenging right there, as you can say. Like, it's just so challenging because you have to decide on, getting ready for your day job, or, getting what you love to do done. And, again, for me, if I'm a full-time screenwriter, dude, I can get you a screenplay done in like 3 days the most. Like a first draft anyways. But to finalize it, probably like a week and a half, give or take. But shoot, it's just, again, I think like, actually not even think, like, it's really all about the timing. Again, it's like if you don't have the time to make a film, or if other people don't have time to make a film with you, it's probably not gonna happen right away. The reason why I say that is because, you know, for all you guys who truly love the art and the path, it's like, you know, don't give up on it. It's gonna happen eventually, because everybody's different. Everybody's a parent. Everybody's you know, got a day job that they have to do, and then so that really does affect, you know, me as a filmmaker and a writer. So that's why it's been taking me quite a while to do all that, you know. And also right now I'm in a relationship as well, and I'm trying to see where that goes. And you know, I've been really open and honest about, you know, what it is I do for a job and what it is that I do for as a passion and a way of life, which is, you know, my screenwriting, filmmaking, and photography. And thankfully, you know, that person's been understanding. You know, we definitely understand space, personal space. And for me, it's, you know, my personal space is like, you know, my writings, my filmmaking, and my photography. And so we both learned to adjust to that. And so far it's working well. And so, you know, I still got my writing and my filmmaking going on, but, you know, like I said, it's just slowly but surely getting there. And then, oh yeah, can't forget photography. So, if you guys seen my videos that I've done, so I just bought a new lens, the 70-200 2.8, which is an absolute beast right now. Took it for some test runs the other day, along with my 24-70 2.8. Both are an ultimate tag team when it comes to getting some good photography. So definitely, you know, I'll do like, you know, traveling photography, you know, whether it be landscape or even portraits, you know, wherever I go. But otherwise, sure, I'm open right now to do photography for, you know, anybody who needs a photographer. I got the equipment, you know, so you don't have to spend thousands of dollars on the camera equipment like I did, you know, to make, you know, make some great photography. Ah, shoot, sorry. Anyways, so yeah, so as far as like photography goes, I can pretty much do it all right now, like weddings, birthday parties, anniversaries, you know, all that jazz. It's just, the only question is, you know, when do you need me? What time of the day do you need me? It just helps me know what it is I need to bring to the party. And that's another thing too, is like filmmaking, do I have the, you know, the equipment and the time? Because again, same process too. There is like a pre-production, production, and post-production aspect to photography as well. Because you have to plan out the date when the wedding's gonna happen, because you have to account for, you know, the location, weather-wise, so that way it helps you determine what equipment you're going to be bringing, and also how you're going to set it all up. You know, that's why for me, you know, with my past photography gigs, that's the one thing I go straight to, is like, just, okay, where are we going to be at? Is there any power sources where I can charge my camera or set up, you know, my station to where I can get the photography done? And so, what is it? And those are the things that, as a photographer, I need to find out about. And I suggest you guys who are getting into photography get into that too, because that's going to be one of the essentials of like getting good photography done. And then, of course, you know, equipment-wise, you know, now that I've saved up and gotten, you know, the two main camera lenses that, you know, can give me the shots that I need, you know, it's definitely gonna be possible now. Before, it was a struggle because, you know, I didn't have the right equipment to get those really good quality photos like you would see online, right? Or just any other photography production crews. Oh, sorry, no, photography production companies. So I had to save up a bit, and now I definitely have all that resource to get it done. So yeah, as far as photography goes, it's just whenever I'm being called out to do the show. And you know, it's like I've been doing it ever since I was a kid, and you know, it was definitely something that my mom got me into, because when we used to do a lot of farming, you know, vegetables, flowers, and what have you, you know, my mom knows that I had like one of those 27 disposable Kodak cameras, and she asked me to go and take pictures of the garden. And then eventually when I got a camcorder, of course, she got me out there too, videotaping all of that. And so ever since then, I just been snapping photos with whatever I can get my hands on. Again, 27 shots, and then eventually DSLRs, and just eventually to the camera equipment I have today. So yeah, pretty excited about doing more photographies. I've been telling people at work too, so yeah, if you need a photographer for whatever it is, just let me know. The only thing I ask is give me a heads up so that way I can prepare. You know, because lots of things are happening right now in my own personal life. Again, relationships, and then you know, trying to spend more time with my friends and family, and then of course at the same time trying to get my own personal stuff done, to which eventually will be a full-time career of mine. You know, that being my screenwriting. So you know, that's pretty much about, yeah, as far as like you know, those three things right now. I mean, like I said, there's a lot more to it. I will do a more thorough like video review, and oh shoot, let me out of the way. We're in golf course territory. Otherwise we're gonna take a golf ball to the head. But anyways, yeah, I'll do some more thorough videos on each of the subjects, screenwriting, filmmaking, and photography, because there is more to it. So, you know, when people ask me that, yeah, that's pretty much, you know, what's going on, you know, in my life as far as like those three fields go. You know, is something I always love doing. It's something that I'm going to continue to do until I can no longer. You know, so, but otherwise, yeah, that's pretty much it. Speaking of that, I think I pretty much came to an end on this walk. So, hey, thanks you guys for joining me on this walk today on my weekend. May do another one tomorrow, because today is technically only my Saturday. So definitely lots more to talk about with you guys. And you know me, I love walks and I love talks. So join me again next time on my weekend walks, and find out where we head to this time or next time. All right, hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are taking a walk yourself too, and then enjoying what life has to offer. So until then, this is Jason Lore with Jason Lore Photography and Films, bringing you art, stories, and entertainment.